Breaking: Social Security deposits hit with new bank fees. If you're getting Social Security, SSDI, or SSI deposited into your bank account, you need to hear this right now. This is coming across the entire country, impacting millions upon millions of beneficiaries and their benefit payments. Banks are making some major changes that could cost you $10, $15, even $20 or more per month, and I want to make sure you know exactly what's happening so you can protect yourself and your money. I've got an article here that breaks all this down, and I'm going to walk you through the key details that matter most to you. So stick with me through this whole video because I promise this affects your wallet directly. Now, before we dive in, drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Do you enjoy your financial institution, your bank, wherever you have an account? Do you like them? Do you feel like you have a great relationship with them? Are you happy having an account there, or are you one of those people who completely despises their bank? I want to be fair with you. I have a couple different bank accounts myself. I don't know why I have multiple accounts, but I do. One I'm like, yeah, they're fine, and the other one not really a fan whatsoever at all. So I'd love to hear your experience down below. And if you're new here, welcome to Retirees Benefits. I'm Tony, and I've spent years breaking down government benefits, financial assistance, and money-saving strategies in plain English. No confusing jargon, no corporate speak, just real talk about what matters to people living on fixed incomes and tight budgets. Here's what we're covering today. I'm going to show you exactly what changes banks are making, why it's happening, who's getting hit the hardest, and most importantly, what you can do about it to avoid these fees and charges. Because at the end of the day, every single penny, every single dollar counts when you're living on benefits. So who needs to pay attention? If you're receiving Social Security retirement benefits, Social Security disability insurance, or supplemental security income, this is for you. That means seniors who are retired and living on fixed incomes, disabled individuals relying on SSDI or SSI, people getting maybe $900, $1,000, $200, $2,000 per month. This impacts moms managing benefits for their kids, caregivers handling accounts for family members, veterans supplementing their income, anyone who has their benefit check hitting their bank account every month. And here's the thing, once we link our account to Social Security for direct deposit, most of us don't want to touch it, right? You set it up once, it's like set it and forget it. Just leave it alone. Don't mess with it. But now these bank changes are forcing us to pay attention whether we want to or not. All right, so what exactly is happening? Banks across the country are making several changes that are going to hit beneficiaries hard. And I'm going to break down each one so you know what to watch for. Here's the big one. A lot of banks have been offering free checking accounts, free savings accounts. You walk in and they say, hey, would you like the free account or do you want to pay for an account on a monthly basis? I always choose the free accounts. I don't know why I would ever want to pay for a bank account. That seems like the most ridiculous thing in the world. Yeah, I'm going to pay $5 or $10 or $20 a month just to have a bank account. I don't think so. But that's just my opinion. Well, guess what's happening across the country? Banks are phasing out these free account options and transitioning them into paid accounts. We're talking $5, $10, $15, $20 or more per month that they're now requiring people to pay just to have an account at that institution. And who does this hurt the most? Beneficiaries, people who only have a small balance in their account. Why would you pay $10 a month to keep an account with maybe $50 or $100 in it? It makes no sense. For example, one of my bank accounts, I literally have 3 cents in it. 3 cents. That's my running balance. True story. Why on earth would I pay a monthly fee for that? Here's another one. You've probably seen this too. A lot of times banks offer these free accounts and say, oh, it has no minimum balance. I like that. I would gladly take a no minimum balance account where I'm not required to keep hundreds or thousands of dollars sitting there. But now banks are eliminating these no minimum balance options. They're saying, hey, you need to keep a minimum balance of $500, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, sometimes as low as $100, depending on the account tier in the bank. And if you drop below that balance, they assess you a fee. You've dropped below the minimum, you get charged a fee. I'm always like, why would I want to put myself in that position? Think about this for a second. If you're a Social Security beneficiary getting maybe $900 or $1,000 or $1,200 per month, and the bank is requiring you to keep $1,000 in your account at all times, how is that supposed to work? You need that money to live on. You've got rent, groceries, medications, utilities, and now the bank wants you to just park money there that you can't touch. And if you do use it because you need it to survive, they charge you a fee. Yeah, good luck with that. Probably not going to happen for most people. Here's the classic one that I think is absolutely ridiculous. The paper statement fee. Have you seen this one? My bank does this. A lot of banks do this where they charge like $3 or $5 to send you a paper statement. Let me break down the math for you. Last time I checked, a piece of paper costs about a nickel. An envelope is like a penny. Postage is what now? 75 or something. So altogether we're talking 80, maybe 85. But the bank charges $3 or $5. That's a nice little profit margin, especially when they have thousands and tens of thousands of customers. That's a lot of money they're pocketing every month just by sending out paper statements to people who probably don't even want them in the first place. I opt out of this immediately every single time. And if you want paper statements, that's totally cool. I don't blame you whatsoever. But that's the last thing I would ever want. Number one, to pay for a paper statement. And number two, to actually get a paper statement cluttering up my house. I don't know why I would ever want that. Now, here's what's also interesting. Some financial institutions offer special interest rates for seniors, like a little incentive. Hey, you're a senior. We know you're probably living on a fixed income. Maybe you're retired. We'll give you an extra 0.25% interest or 0.5% interest on your savings account or checking account. Shocker. Banks are also eliminating some of these additional perks for seniors. They're just basically making it a little bit tougher. And look, the whole little bit of extra interest, a 0.25 point, 0.5 point, or whatever, it may not translate into a ton of money, but it's the principle of the thing that really gets me. Are banks really that hard up for money that they need to go after seniors and reduce the interest rate on the little bit of money that a senior may have in the account anyway? We're talking about maybe earning 13 cents of interest in a month. Seriously, is it really going to make that big of a difference to the bank's bottom line? Apparently, to these financial institutions it is. And these changes are impacting a lot of beneficiaries in a big, big way. Look, anything that impacts our money, our benefits, anything like that, I always like to bring it to your attention so you can be very aware of what's going on and what's transitioning, because at the end of the day, every single penny, every single dollar counts for beneficiaries. At least that's my opinion. Maybe you don't think so. Maybe I'm totally out of touch with that. But I would say for most people, these benefits and every single dollar is massively important. And with these changes, we could be talking about costing beneficiaries an extra $10, $15, $20 or more per month, whether it's the paper statement fees, the free account transitioning into a paid account, the minimum balance requirement where you're now under the balance and you've been assessed a $3 or $5 or $10 fee. Add it all up and that's kind of a lot. To a beneficiary living on a fixed income, $10, $15, $20 plus dollars a month is money that doesn't need to be spent on bank fees, but it's more money going to the bottom line of the bank. Okay, but here's the good news. You're not stuck. You have options, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. Option 1, switch to a credit union. Credit unions are member-owned, not profit-driven like big banks. They're often way more understanding about people who receive government benefits and live on fixed incomes. Many credit unions still offer truly free checking accounts with no minimum balances and no monthly fees. Look for credit unions in your area and ask specifically about their accounts for benefit recipients or seniors. Option 2, Direct Express. This is a prepaid debit card program specifically for federal benefit recipients. There are no credit checks, no minimum balance requirements, no monthly fees, and no risk of your account being closed or charged fees just because you only receive benefits. This is designed exactly for people in your situation. Option 3, review your current account. Call your bank right now. Ask them specifically, is my account being changed to a paid account? What are the new minimum balance requirements? What fees am I currently being charged? Do you have any free options for Social Security beneficiaries? Get this information in writing if possible, or at least take notes with the date and who you spoke with. Option 4, opt out of paper statements. Go online or call your bank and immediately opt out of paper. Statements. Switch to electronic statements. It's free, it's instant, and you're not paying $3 to $5 per month for something you don't need. Option 5, set up account alerts. Most banks let you set up text or email alerts for your balance. Set an alert for when your balance drops below a certain amount so you never accidentally go below a minimum and get hit with a fee. Here are your action steps. Don't wait on these. Step 1, check your bank statements from the last few months. Look for any new fees that have appeared. Paper statement fees, monthly maintenance fees, minimum balance fees. Circle them, add them up. That's money you might be able to save. Step 2, call your bank this week. Ask about any upcoming changes to your account. Banks are required to notify you of changes, but sometimes those notices get lost in the email or buried in fine print. Step 3, if your bank is implementing fees you can't avoid, start researching alternatives. Look at credit unions, look at Direct Express. Talk to other beneficiaries about what banks they use. Step 4, before you switch banks, make sure you understand the timing. You don't want to change a direct deposit and then have your benefit payment get lost or delayed. Contact Social Security first to update your direct deposit information properly. Step 5, keep documentation of everything. Save letters from your bank, keep records of phone calls, save your bank statements. If there's ever a dispute about fees, you'll need this documentation. Look, I know this is frustrating. You're already dealing with enough. Living on a fixed income, managing your benefits, trying to make ends meet, and now banks are making it harder and more expensive just to have a basic checking account. It's not fair. And honestly, it's not right. But here's what I want you to remember. You have power in this situation. You can switch banks. You can demand better. You can opt out of fees. And you can make sure every dollar of your benefit goes to you and your needs, not to pad the bank's profits. Banks need customers. You don't owe them anything. If they're not treating you right, if they're charging you fees you can't afford, find a bank or credit union that will treat you better. You deserve financial stability and respect. If this video helped you, please hit that subscribe button down below. It's 100% free. There's a big subscribe button right down there. Please share this video too. Big share button right below. Share it with other beneficiaries, because they need to hear this information too. We're all in this together, and the more people who know about these changes, the better we can all protect ourselves. I've got hundreds of other videos here on the channel about Social Security, SSDI, SSI, benefit updates, money saving strategies, assistance programs. Check out the video library and find what helps you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you. I know that it is a very nuts time out there with everything going on, a lot of major changes. I will continue to keep you updated any way that I possibly can. Until next time, have a nice day, and I look forward to catching you again later. Subscribe, share the video, and I will see you again soon in the next